How about we take an exalted or a top-down view at life from 30,000 feet? Life is like being in the air in your own plane. How about that? The fuselage has power, the ride is smooth, my life is perfect. It gives me a sense of freedom and more. I'm in control. Or am I in control? Because I think so? Think so? In becoming prisoners of our thoughts, we become fugitives of the cosmic reality. We become escapees, deserters, absconders, runaways and renegades in this cosmos. Here's the secret. Our world is merely sandwiched between the two poles on one hand, their electromagnetism, and time at another. We merely operate between that matrix, like the bout of the violin that carries the music in silence. Nature carries her music in silence too. That music has melody, melodrama, even rage. Her cadence or modulation or pulse or lilt is perfect. In other words, her substance is perfect. It's only her form that is beyond definition. Form and substance. Now I see. There could be a reason for that too. Perhaps if mountains and beaches and sea waves and clouds were to be perfect as in geometry, life would be boring and leave no space whatsoever for imagination. It is from her nature that we juice our radio and television and phone waves. Her form is imperfect forever. Her substance is perfect. It's the opposite that's true for me. My flight is perfect, so it's easy to convince myself that my form may be perfect. That's my portrait vision. There's a golden ratio in my making. Leonardo da Vinci drew me as a Vitruvian man. So indeed, my form is perfect. As for my substance, it is a factor of many things. Only it is part of the larger nature. That is the landscape vision. When the headwinds are gone, the plane lifts. But wait a second. I see the clear sky or the woolly golden clouds ahead on the radar. Clouds actually hide air pockets that I know nothing of. Precisely the point. My thoughts are like the flight. Perfect. But I, as a pilot or a co-pilot, will become complacent the moment I start thinking I'm perfect. I'm not. The plane is. I'm not. The weather is. I'm not. The altitude makes me heady. I have to expand my vision and reality and juxtapose it in landscape and not portrait to watch out for those rough patches. If not, when they strike, my plane can lose 1,000 or 10,000 feet in a second or worse, even crash. Radars have 360-degree vision. I would have to be silly to be happy if I have a portrait vision. But my being in the pilot seat is no guarantee that I won't get sucked into air pockets. So my vision may rate me a 10 on 10, but that is a mere apparition or phantasm of my reality. Only there's more. So if you ask me, my best version of myself is, if I rate myself a good 6 on 10, that leaves me competitive. That leaves me yearning, urging, passionate, eager. At 10 on 10, I would be dulled and lulled into some shifted reality. I would be redundant. I would be exhausted. I would become incompetent. Perhaps even impotent. Did I just shortchange myself on a perfect day in my plane ride, calling myself perfect? My thoughts are a mere synthesis of what I can see. Am I a prisoner? Or am I a runaway and a fugitive of my thoughts? To be neither. I must learn to be humble and be curious beyond opinions and thoughts. Opinions and thoughts make me anxious. They're self-limiting. Shedding them makes me curious. That is how my vision expands, and consequently so my world. I lose patience for stuff that exists beyond my opinions. I don't like this conversation, for instance, I would say. That's my opinion. I must develop patience. Patience helps develop comprehension. It helps develop the landscape vision. If I'm not patient, I would short circuit and be left hapless when nature hurls her next meteorite at me. I become self-limiting if I have opinions. Opinions and thoughts that don't change start decaying, law of nature. Opinions are based on our limited ability to see. Human eye sees a spectral aperture of 120 degrees. How scientific! There is a 240 degrees of magic or stealth that lies hidden from the human eye. How can I be perfect, I ask? Be grateful and live beyond your personal opinions. Develop patience. I don't want to be a portrait. I want to be a landscape guy. What about you? Yogi YoL. Your one life. Live it.